Oh, do you know what that music is from?
Mr.
Those
Rogers.
of us old enough remember that is Mr. Rogers' music. And what was the beginning of the show as we were growing up? The trains rolling around.
It's a beautiful day in our neighborhood. Live from New York, it's Fox and Friends for our Friday before Christmas.
And of course, Steve's yelling because you have to speak over the trains.
It's
No
a
doubt.
little noisy.
I came in here, I said, can you turn up my earpiece today? I can't hear anything.
This is unbelievable, the way this is set up, the intricacies of it. Santa, of course, flying on the tower. When I set up my trains as a child, and even currently,
Right.
one by one, I'd put them together.
Sure.
And at first, the first 4 times they'd go across, and then, of course, there'd be a problem with the track, I'd fix the track. There'd be a problem with the train, I'd fix the train. Then I'd get another train, and then there'd be a problem on the other side. Then, of course, we'd kick into the tracks. And then by Christmas Day, no one cares about the trains anymore.
That's how you learned how to problem solve in life.
Yes,
All right.
I quit.
All right, well, speaking of having to know how to take on big tasks and issues, how about the candidates last night during the debate?
Okay, that's good. You can turn it down a little bit.
Right.
As I'm screaming. Here it was in... Well, time to show you your shot of the morning. Christmas would not be the same without those trains circling around your Christmas tree. This morning we are bringing back the memories with the household name when it comes to those trains, Lionel. In just a few minutes, we'll talk to Lionel's Southern Regional Sales Manager, Jay Don. He's going to introduce us to all those trains over there, guys.
And by the way, Brian Setzer from Massapequa, that's the song in the background. He just told me that this complex, this little city that he set up,
Right.
he said if you want to concentrate it almost full time, 2 months.
Oh my goodness. Well, I know they came into the studio late yesterday afternoon to set it up, and it's really cool. All right, Jay Don, you can turn her off for a little bit, and we're going to come back to you in a couple of minutes. All right, go over to that transformer and flip the switch, and there it goes. All right.
Now. But first, let's go over to Steve. Steve is with?
Some trains.
That's right. I'm over here. Go ahead, hit the switch. I'm here with Jay Don Reese, who is the Southern Regional Sales Manager for Lionel Trains. Good morning to you.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. Jay Don, when did trains become part of people's living rooms running around the Christmas
Well,
tree?
the company started in 1900. A guy by the name of Joshua Lionel Cowan.
Here in New York.
Right here in the city. Invented electric trains. And so what happened is as Christmas went along, people wanted to add animation to the tree. So they took their Lionel train set, they put it around the bottom of the tree, created animation, and it became an American tradition to do that. So now Christmas and Lionel go together.
That makes perfect sense. Now you've got a Christmas. We got a couple of they're called starter trains.
Yeah, these are what we call ready to run starter sets.
Okay. Now there goes. We just saw Thomas the Tank Engine.
Thomas the Tank. Thomas is so popular. It has its own TV program. So the little kids really love Thomas the Tank.
All right. Now this one right here.
This is Polar Express.
Okay, that's Thomas.
Yeah, this Polar Express right here.
It's going right there.
Right there with the passenger cars, lighted passenger cars. Steve, this is I want you to feel that. Feel the quality and the weight that's in that locomotive.
What does that weigh? About 10 pounds?
Yeah. That's why they last from generation to generation, and they're passed down from one family to the next family.
Well, when I was a little boy, we had some trains, and I remember once my mom bought not a Lionel set, but I was always afraid that we were going to wind up getting a shock. The good thing about these trains is it's absolutely practically impossible to do that.
Oh yeah, they last forever. And the nice thing about it, all of these train sets that you see here in New York we have, as I said, are ready to run. They all come in one box. Everything's in a box. The track is easy to snap together, and you can expand it. You can add cars, you can add track, and as you can see from this layout, there's no end to the creativity that you can do when you have model trains.
We have had a train that runs around our Christmas tree for many, many years. And the thing is, they cost a couple of $100, but you'll have it for generations. You can hand it down to your kids.
Absolutely. That's the beautiful part about the Lionel train.
All right. And Jay Don, we thank you very much.
You're very welcome, Steve. Thank you for having us.
Very, very nice. Now, which switch do you throw to turn them on?
Turn them off.
All right. Very nice. Very nice. Merry Christmas to you, sir.
Merry Christmas to you, Steve.
All right.
Thank you.
Gretchen, Brian, over to you.
Wow, that was cool. Tracks you can actually snap together. I think I could even pull that off. Because I had a little bit of problem with the little nails and the little tracks hitting in the trains. I had some issues.
All right, see how you do over the weekend at your house.
Yes.
Should the president be...
And a little bit of chicken fried, cold beer on a Friday night, a pair of jeans that fit just right, and the radio, I like to see sunrise, see much of a precious child and no mother's love. It's funny how it's a
Fox and Friends. That's the great way to begin your day.
How
Good morning,
many of you-
everyone.
Good morning, everybody. How many of you have a train that goes around your Christmas tree? It's something that Americans and people around the world have done for many, many decades as they tried to put some animation with the Christmas tree. You know, the Christmas tree would just sit there, so you want to add some life to it, and we're doing that today with the Lionel Train Company.
But what I can't believe is the detail. I mean, you got Santa flying around the water tower. You have the lights on the other on the other water tower. You got these beautiful tunnels, the Christmas trees, and they say that if you're really into this, you actually rotate the surroundings. So
Sure.
as winter leaves, you bring in spring.
And some enthusiasts spend all year long building their train villages.
That's a lot of Elmer's glue.
No kidding. All right.
Looks fantastic, and we'll continue to show you it to bring you some Christmas spirit throughout the rest of the
Now,
show.
what is it? Wasn't it the Addams Family when they used to blow up the tracks? Was it?
It was Gomez.
See, we should do that. Do you have explosives?
No.
No, just to, wouldn't that be
Just
exciting?
pretend.
When we're done with it today?
Yes, just blow it up.
I don't know that the guy from Lionel Train would appreciate that.
Yeah.
We didn't ask. You didn't ask him.
No.
All right, go ahead. Try to ask him.
Jay Don might have a problem with that. Anyway, let's talk about the
And there's a little train and it's rolling around the tracks to the junction. All right, Christmas Junction.
All right. Hey, check out these trains from Lionel Company. You know that name that's associated with trains. There's 3 different ones going along our tracks. The Fox and Friends tracks, through the Matterhorn, and around the bend.
Did you see those people on the cow catcher?
Yeah, and
There's
by the way,
Thomas.
and you could see, if you pull out a little bit, you could see Santa. And we did, Steve, about an hour ago, we had the crew hook up some dynamite to an area of the track.
Oh.
So we're going to try to time it and blow the tracks and try to save the family, because the trains have been taken over by a renegade engineer.
And look at that, something's flying around there. This is really cool. I believe that is the train from Polar Express, a book that we all have read, our children, and now it's a Lionel Train.
And this is why I can't support that train. It's coal-driven. And I'm very
But
green.
you know what, Brian? It's clean coal.
It's clean coal.
Yeah.
But Joe Biden said that's not possible.
Have you ever been to the New York Botanical Gardens during this time of year? They have an amazing train show. If you're ever in this area, go check it out.
But I never got. We had a school trip to the
Right.
Botanical Gardens in 5th grade, and I was sick.
Oh.
So I
We're
was,
not really going to
Take
blow
it
it up,
down.
right? We're not going to really blow it up.
No, we're going to.
All right.
Okay. That's what we're going to do.
Put down your stick of dynamite.
Remember,
That's the plunger, like
the Addams Family was fun every week.
All right, guys, I got to do some